I don't wanna hear a peep, let the boss talk.
I be speaking for the trenches, this that boss talk.
White snakes, no crease, how the boss walk.
I be shooting from the logo, this that boss talk.
I don't want the middleman, hit the boss up.
She gon' make it shake more, cause her boss talk.
Stayed down, made a plan, had the boss up.
Lil dip with the lean, this how boss walk. A lot of niggas be thinking they boss when it comes to that talking, all them words that are lost. A lot of niggas be thinking they boss, like Harden with the moves, I'ma shimmy when you fall.
Choose to do what everybody doing, I ain't basic. And I want it all, no cap, that's a statement. What's understood ain't gotta be explained, understatement. They let us all chill the wrong water, I ain't drinking.
Are we back with Boss Talk? It's Josh.
It's Keys.
Hey, welcome to the Boss's Circle, where we talk music, sports, the culture. You already know what it is. We're back with another episode. Welcome to the Boss's Circle. Today in the Boss's Circle, we got a special guest.
Mm-hmm.
You know, someone
Special guest.
super special, right? You know, West Philly legend. He's an athlete. He is great on the field. You know, football, Georgia Bulldog, back-to-back national champion. You know, we got Tykee Smith, Georgia Bulldog safety in the building. Right. What's up, Tykee? Welcome to Boss Talk. How
I'm
feel?
glad to be here, man. Thanks for having me.
Hey, how'd you like the intro?
Love it.
Oh, man. We're happy to have you on the show for sure. You know what I mean? We from the same soil, same area,
sure.
West Philly, man. It's good to see you doing your thing out there on the field. I want to start from the beginning of, like, why football? You know, for one, because there's a lot of sports you could have played, a lot of other things you could have done, but why football? And take us back to, like, the beginning of playing football, like, in West Philly.
So yeah, I probably ain't started playing football until I was like, I ain't started playing like organized football until I was like 11. So I had to like kind of wait till I was old enough to kind of walk myself to practice bands. And my mom worked all day, so her schedule was probably, when I began out of school, she would just be going to work till 11 o'clock at night. Damn. So I had to wait till I was old enough to take myself to practice. And then I just think football gave me the best opportunity to better my family and better my situation.
This episode of Boss Talk is sponsored by Juan the Barber.
Hey, I need a cut bad. Any good barbers here?
Any good barbers? Yo, shop you in this Juan the Barber.
Wait, Juan the Barber? You mean award-winning celebrity barber? That Juan the Barber? The one that got his cuts on ESPN, you know, BET, ABC? Come on, you're not talking about him, right?
Yeah, that Juan. What barber you know cut NBA?
Flag for his scoring. And there's Duran with a dunk, and now he has a career high.
NFL.
191 rushing. Another carry for Sanders, and this one breaks loose. He's headed for the end zone. Touchdown.
Entrepreneur and the community's here. Juan.
You ain't gotta say no more. Hey Juan, I'm ready for the Magical Clippers right now. Let's get it.
All right, bet I got you, bro. Oh, I got bro first. He was here first.
Bro, come on, man.
Hey, chill, bro. There's enough cuts to go around, bro. I got both of y'all niggas today. Chill.
All right, bet.
Like, damn, y'all niggas drunk.
Dope,
Sure.
man. Football definitely does get your minds off a lot of stuff, right?
Yeah, and that's what it's doing now. I mean, look, like you said back then, your mom probably didn't think, like, not saying in a bad way, but she probably wouldn't know her son would be about to graduate from a school like you're graduating from, doing what you're doing, the type of eyes that's on you and stuff like that. That's not just given. So football definitely did a lot for you in a short amount of time, only doing it from 11. But let's go back to the beginning. Well, he already at the beginning more so, but like when you got football, when did you know that it was like your passion? When did you know you was gonna take off with it?
Middle of my 10th grade year.
Mm.
It's like when I was younger, when I first started playing, I fell in love with it. But then the start of 9th grade, I went to a school that didn't have like a high school football team, so I kind of fell back from it. I still was playing Little League, but the love wasn't there.
Mm-hmm.
So then I transferred to Imotep the middle of my 9th grade year, and then kind of got back to love for it. Knew I was in a program that kind of value football.
For sure.
Super great.
That produced a lot of talent before me. So definitely thankful for the guys that came before me that kind of gave me the opportunity. Like without them, I don't think I would have been in the position I would have been in bands though. They got the offer started, so that kind of kept the college coaches coming through. Yeah.
Hot.
Mm-hmm.
So I transferred to Imotep and then kind of got the love back, kind of fixed my grades and all that. And then I didn't play my 9th grade year, so my sophomore year, that's when I started playing. Then after that season, offers kind of came in like that.
Start raining in.
Like that quick.
And I'm gonna read off some of the statistics or accolades for MOTEP
Accolades.
just to make sure read this so I don't get it wrong. 3-time pub champ of the year, right?
Yeah.
3-time city champ, right?
Right.
2-time all pub 5A of the year, right?
Yeah.
And
5A player of the
5A
year.
player of the year.
Athlete of the year.
Yeah,
however you wanna
5A
put it.
player.
That's dope.
That's the dopest one to me because that accolade is
Individual.
It's individual. It's not subject to offense or defense.
Right.
So that means you outbeat every position.
No, yeah, for
You know
sure.
what I'm saying? And the best in yours. So
Right.
that's just that's a crazy dope joint to get twice.
Yeah.
No, so I think in both of them years that I got it, I kind of think MOTEP put me in the best situation for me to like showcase my talent. Like if it was like me running the ball, or me having to catch the ball, me having to line up here or there, and then having the guys around me that I played with, kind of made the job easier too with a lot of athletes, so everybody couldn't just game plan for me. So that was definitely a big momentum thing, and definitely thankful for them guys that kind of helped me get that award.
And what was some of your favorite moments of playing at MOTEP?
One of my favorite game moments was just like we had a situation happen on the team my junior year, so I had to learn the running back plays 10 minutes before the game started and pregame.
What?
Damn.
And then I wound up going out there running for 5 touchdowns, like 250 plus yards, and a state playoff and won the state playoff games.
And won the state playoff game. What was going through your mind? You got to read plays right before 10 minutes before you go out there?
Yeah, I got to learn the plays 10 minutes before I go out there. So like they had
Never
called
got
in
a
a
chance
play.
to run them.
Yeah, so I mean, I played offense. I played receiver, and I ran like wildcat that year, but I never physically like lined up at running back that season until that situation happened. So like some play they call in, I'm asking the quarterback as we going through the line, like, yo, which way I'm going? So just let me know which way I'm going, and let me know which way I gotta go. Once I get the ball, I'm going to do the
You
rest.
gonna see the whole that's right.
That's crazy.
So yeah, that was the.
That's crazy. So actually, I want to go back through that and how did it really like? I know you're saying like going out there and figuring out the plays as you go, but I'm saying like pre-snap. Are you second guessing yourself or are you just
So the game that was very emotional game. Bands are like
playoff
we
game
lost.
too?
Yeah, it was very emotional game. Bands are like we beat that team the year before. They was real good. We beat them by like a touchdown my sophomore year. So my junior year we come back. They got the same exact team. So I'm like, yo, it was tough this year. We just lost one of the most important players on the team.
Wow.
And then I'm like, damn, now the whole city out. It was in the city too. So they had to come to the city this year. So I'm like, they in the whole city out. Everybody probably think we about to lose now. Bands we just lost one of the top players in the country. So it was very emotional. A lot of emotions like just running through my head. I'm like, damn, I got to do this, got to do that.
Don't want to let
Felt
nobody
like a
down.
lot of pressure was on me. Yeah, I ain't want to let the city down. So then, like I said, I'm telling the quarterback, just let me know which way I'm going, and I'm gonna make it happen.
And you made it happen.
Definitely made it happen.
5 touchdowns, you said?
Yeah, I had
Wow.
6, but
That
one
was
of them
I'm
I
about to
called
say,
back.
yeah.
Oh my God. Damn. Hey, they should
And you
have kept
said
that
250?
Yeah, I had 250 plus rushing.
one. Man, I'd have
So
signed
that's
you
a-
from the rip.
So now that's something that we starting to see new in the NFL more
Right.
so where like receivers start off as receivers,
Yeah.
get into that wildcat, and then become running backs.
Right.
How did it feel to be in a Debo Samuel-esque situation?
Definitely a blessing thing. In high school, I think I was very versatile with the ball in my hand, so I
Very.
think I could have lined up anywhere,
Mm.
and then made an impact like that.
Playing offense and defense.
Yeah.
That's amazing right there.
But don't
That-
get me wrong. After that game, I definitely was like tired. Had to go score a touchdown, then line right back up at safety.
That's crazy. Like that's
What?
the crazy part though. Like I just cooked y'all. I just cooked y'all defense. Now I'm about to sit here and line up against y'all one of y'all best DBs. I mean receivers.
Yes, and shut
As a
him down.
DB and lock him up.
Man,
Yeah.
your usage rate was super high.
Super
Yeah.
crazy.
Like through the roof usage rate. Oh man. So we go forward. Yeah, MOTEP, great time, everything. You know what I mean? I've heard the accolades, beautiful, high school career.
Beautiful.
But, that resulted into you to having so many offers, right?
Right.
But what made you decide to go to West Virginia?
So like I said, I got offers in 10th grade. West Virginia was like the second school to offer me my sophomore year.
Dang.
So I built a relationship over the coaches over the next couple of years, and then at the time, the coaching staff I committed to, I felt like that they had the best interest in like my style of play, how I was gonna be basically like played in the defense, used in the defense. So I think that fit my style of play, like the defense that they was running. And then once I like signed, that coaching staff wound up leaving and going to Houston, so I wound up getting a whole new coaching staff. So don't get me wrong, I'm definitely thankful for West Virginia and everything they did for me for the 2 years I was there. being able to showcase my talent on a high level, and then just being able to be in position to play early. Like I got to play as a freshman. Like the first couple games I didn't play, so I was thinking about red shirt, and then something happened with somebody else on the team, and then I just got the opportunity and made the most of it.
Definitely made the most of it.
When you get that call, you got to answer.
Yeah,
you
gotta
got
be there.
to deliver.
No, yeah, for sure.
You gotta be there. You gotta
That's
show
what
up,
you
and you
did.
definitely showed up. So coming from your first year at West Virginia, going on to your second, you had a big leap
Yeah, for sure.
and your gameplay as far as like passing rate went crazy the second year. Like you was shutting people down, everything like that. Tell us a little bit about the leap and what was like. What put that better in your back?
So don't get me wrong. Like I said, I played. I didn't play the first couple games my freshman year. So I played the last couple. Was a freshman All-American my freshman year. So I think that my second year in the defense, I think I was just more comfortable as far as like knowing everybody's assignment, knowing all the assignment, and being able to. I think I kind of had the freedom to play freely.
Wow.
So I ain't really had to do too much thinking. They put me in the best position for me to make plays. And like I said, if you could play free, I think you could play the best game that you capable of. Like you ain't gotta do too much thinking or worry about making a mistake. Like
You just
I knew if I was gonna make a mistake, they still was gonna back me. So I think I was able to. It was just basically like see ball, get ball. Like that's basically how I was. So that's how that went.
Wow.
So like I said, second year was made a couple different All-American lists, and then that was that. So like I said, I'm definitely thankful for the time that I had at West Virginia and the coaches for giving me the opportunity to play.
Both years, 20+ breakups, right?
No, not 20 plus, but I know my sophomore year I had hit a career. I had I had over 100 tackles, career tackles in 2 years.
Now that's one thing. Now not a lot of people could tackle in this part of like football.
Yeah.
Yo, bro.
A lot of people in the secondary can tackle. They don't have the willingness to do that.
Yeah.
A lot of people, you know what I
Top
mean?
could tackle. That's one thing. Wrap ups, he grabbing you, you're not getting past. That's second line. So yeah. That's one thing definitely good.
But like you was in Philly all the way to West Virginia.
Right.
Like how was it being, a Philly kid going to West Virginia, like kind of being in that atmosphere, though, like, being out of the city.
So don't get me wrong, that was probably I ain't really leave the city like growing up. So just being away from my family that long, that was kind of the toughest part. But I mean, I was only 4 hours away, so once I got a vehicle, I was able to drive back and forth on weekends, like that's like that, just to make it home. Then my family drove down to games, so it wasn't really that bad. But just being away from my family, that was the biggest adjustment.
Biggest adjustment. That's really cool. And then you went all the way and that's when you decided to transfer, right, to Georgia. And Georgia, we already know Georgia produces NFL players. It's a program that we just turn on the TV, and that's number one school you seeing on TV, in bowl games and everything, right?
Three first round picks on the field.
Yeah.
A lot of times, you feel me?
Like, man, that's dope. Like even our Philadelphia Eagles, they got Kobe Dean and Jordan Davis, and they in Philly now, coming from Georgia. That's dope. But how does it feel to be able to play for a program that produces NFL bound players?
So yeah, that was the biggest thing. That was one of the reasons why I transferred there. I actually wanted to get make sure I'm actually ready for the league, get developed, and basically learn more about football as far as like the concepts and how pick so. Georgia got some of the best coaches in college football, so I just wanted to kind of get the information that they got, breaking it down to me, as far as how they see the game, and then just being able to learn more. So I think that was the biggest thing, just off the field learning, and then being able to. So basically, that's the biggest thing, is being able to take what you learned off the field and kind of when you get on the field, able to still maintain that information and produce.
Put it on the field.
Yeah.
100%, man. Dang. But you playing with the likes of, like I said, Jordan Davis and the Kobe Dean, who else? The list goes on.
Yeah,
so
for
many
sure.
people. Just kind of take us behind playing with some of those guys, though.
So don't get me wrong. When I first transferred there, we going into camp. So at West Virginia, don't get me wrong. At Georgia, we practice physical. It felt like you're gonna hit every day. So the first couple days we practicing. First of all, this is my first time down south when I transferred there. So I ain't know it'd be that hot down there going through summer workouts.
You had on black shirts on, black Under Armour and all that.
It's so humid out there. I thought I was about to pass out. Then we going through camp.
Dang.
The first couple days of camp, my traps and shoulders and all that sore from us just hitting. We gonna hit every day. Just gotta be physical. Then I realized it was a mental state. So then just playing with them type guys, I think that took a lot of stress off me. I ain't feel like I had to make every play.
Got some dogs with you.
Yeah, definitely.
No pun intended.
Yeah, definitely. So then just seeing them getting down there and seeing the type players they was down there, I'm like, oh no, these boys different. You could definitely see. NFL type players. Like, oh, he gonna be such and such. He gonna be this. You could definitely see the difference from the previous school and the new school. So
yeah. You play safety, right? Just safety, or
I play like I could play either safety or nickel.
Yeah, you was probably one of the top defenses.
Yeah,
that's serious.
Yeah,
so yeah, definitely playing on the defense that 21 defense with Nicole Dean, Jordan Davis, and them. We had 5 first rounders all that defense. So that was definitely big.
That's so many, right? So many.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
The linemen, linebackers.
Like, and what would be shocking me the most is like the players that you play with in high school, what they don't get to witness is, well, not all of them get the witnesses when you go to that next level, and not by next level I mean college, but Division I college level, as high as you are, the body frame of everybody is different.
Yeah, for sure.
It's like completely different. The
Yes.
people that you see when you play New McGarretti and all that, there's not the same people that you in practice, or if y'all go see one of them other top teams.
No, yeah.
So being able to like, I ain't see you in a couple years, bro. Definitely much bigger than what you was. You feel what I'm saying? Like, how much of a is a thing that y'all make that during the off season? Like working on your body.
Like you said, getting down there, you definitely see a lot of creative players that look like you created them a man when you was a young boy.
Like they
created.
their body frame just look weird. Like if they was normal people, they would look weird.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, yo, I created you a man when I was younger.
No cap.
Like, so yeah, that, like, just seeing him there, I'd be like, yo, it's no way he should be moving like that.
Mm-hmm.
He should not be able to do that. Like Jordan Davis should not be able to do what he
Move
do
like
at
that,
at 6'6", 340 plus. Like, you feel me? Like, just no way. Like, I'm like, yo, there's no way. Like, yo,
6'6", 340 is crazy, bro.
I'm moving like a skill player.
Right? Like what?
Like,
Supposed to be stopping running backs and then going
Yeah,
at
so
quarterbacks.
and then like don't get me wrong, if you underweight and all that, like they got a weight gain program. If you overweight, they got a weight loss program. So like the nutritionists at Georgia definitely do a tremendous job as far as like doing what's best for you. Not like, you know, some I don't know. Well, I can't really speak on other teams, but making sure you eat what's best for you, not like just feeding everybody the same thing. So like me and you might be on 2 different meal plans. Like I probably got a gain where you probably got to lose, or I got a gain. So I think they do best for like individuals. Like,
and further explain that too, because some people, like for example, like the whole O-line may have the same shit.
Yeah.
Versus I might be on O-line and you might be on O-line, but we got completely different meal plans. I learned that in college too, though.
Yeah.
It's everything is depending on the school, like you said, is individual to that player.
Yeah, so like some, don't get me wrong, like some people in our line probably had to lose weight, and some people got to gain. So like it all depends on like based on where you at. Some people had maintained, some people had gained, some people had weight loss. Then we do a cardio club that some people got to come in 2 to 3 times a week at 6 a.m. and do like some little extra work, extra running to kind of get your weight down. Dang. And then we got breakfast club every week where you got to come in 7:30 in the morning, eat your breakfast with the coaches for an hour.
Wow, with the coaches.
Yeah.
Damn.
That's an interesting breakfast right there. Hitting you with your playbook early in the morning.
What?
You know what I mean? Like, dang, man, just got up. Damn it. So 2021, right? It was an interesting year. You tore your ACL during that season. But it's also the same season that your team had won the championship.
Right.
Just take us behind the emotions as you had during that season, and of a bittersweet, because you got injured, but y'all win the championship.
Yeah, so like, so that's the year I entered the portal. So like, don't get me wrong, I think I had a lot of expectations in going into Georgia. Like a lot of people want to see this and that. Then unfortunately, like right before I got to Georgia, I lost my nephew to gun violence out here. Then I had to like leave my family at a tough time, like going through that, being all the way down there, and then going through the season. Like I had 2 injuries that season. So the first season I had like broke the side of my foot, which was like a 3-week injury. So I was trying to get, as I was getting like back from that. So I missed the first couple games with that injury. And then I was getting back to myself, like the game that I was getting back ready to play for. We was out there running, we was out there doing 7-on-7 against each other. And then I wound up like going to go break up a pass across the middle and like came down like on my knee wrong. Oof. But I didn't even know I tore my ACL, because after that I was like still jumping, running and all that. I didn't find out till later at night when I got an MRI. Wow. So it was just a lot of mixed emotion going in there. Like, damn, like, I think I let my people down back at home because I had a lot of expectations. So I think I put a lot of pressure on myself during that moment. And then just being depressed, like I'm like, damn, like why me? So then like basically like talking with my family, like we basically like put our faith in the law, like basically like don't question a law plan, and he got like what's best for you. So after that kind of like cheered me up a little bit, like brought me back. but I still was like questioning like why me.
Mm-hmm.
And then the biggest question was like, damn, it's really a mental thing. Like I kept questioning myself like, damn, would I ever be the same player again? Would I ever do this and that where everybody still look at me the same? That was the biggest question, like overcoming the ACL.
Wow.
And that's a big moment. And it actually brings me to my next question. What helped you? I know you said your family and stuff like that was helping push you, but what overall helped you get back to that point of I'm Tykee Smith?
Right. So the biggest point was like, I missed that whole season, that all season, and then I had my daughter last year over that all season in February. So yeah, appreciate that. So once she got here, I think that kind of changed my whole momentum. Like, damn, I'm not just doing this for myself now.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta do it for her, being able to. Basically, I gotta feed my daughter. Like that's the biggest thing. So I think she was the biggest motivation to me and the biggest blessing to me.
Mm-hmm.
Like through that rough time with losing my nephew, then being hurt, and then found out I'm having a baby all at that one time. So I think that was like the happy moment in that. Like, so I remember when I first told my mom, they like, then when you lose somebody close with you, you bring somebody in. So that's how I looked at that and looked at that as a blessing since.
Congratulations, man. That's a great blessing. And that's definitely going to push you in this last year to do what you got to do, because you know what you got to do.
Yeah, definitely.
So, you know what I'm
Gotta
saying?
bring it home. Gotta do what you gotta do.
Let's dig a little bit more into that next year coming back. How was it, and including the off season, building that league back up, trying to feel comfortable again to where as though you could play at a high level?
It was definitely tough at first. Like first I ain't go through all season, so I kind of put on a lot of weight bands. I wasn't able to run.
Mm-hmm.
I put on a lot of unhealthy weight. So like me getting back in the summertime, I was out there dying. Like I was out there dying. I was out of shape. I was too heavy, and then just going through them team runs in the heat, I was definitely going through it.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
So game to game, how was it like? Pre-game, post-game, how were you feeling? Like mid-season, did you get to your normal form?
During the summer, I kind of lost weight, trying to get back in football shape. Then going through another little camp we be having in August.
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
that'd be some of the toughest times. So like that was a lot of pressure back on my knee bands. So I ain't did football in a year. So I think that kind of practice, it was definitely intense.
Mm-hmm.
And then like my knee not being through that in a year, definitely was like mentally like challenging bands. So like it'd be some days at practice my knee would swell up. I had to ice it and take little medicine for the little swelling. That's like that. Just so basically staying on top of that and the rehab process. Just trying to do a little extra to make sure that my knee is stable. Then I still had like a knee brace on through the season. So like the beginning of the season, don't get me wrong, I definitely wasn't ready like physically or mentally, like as far as like trusting it. I think that was the biggest thing. Confidence.
Trusting
like,
it, right?
Yeah.
With each step, I know how you feel. Yeah.
So definitely like just not being out there playing timid. Like that's the biggest thing. Then in the league that we play in, you definitely got to be out there ready to go.
Be on your toes.
Week to week. So I think as the season went on, I kind of got more confident. But don't get me wrong, I still was in the knee brace. And then certain weeks I feel good. Certain weeks I still feel like damn. Be questioning like damn, can I go this week? Like am I ready this week? Like don't get me wrong, I feel like I was ready. Like as far as like knowing all the plays and knowing what I got to do.
Yeah.
But as far as like trusting my knee, being able to run with this person or me hitting it the wrong way or me cutting it the wrong way. That was the biggest question every week. So, don't get me wrong. I rotated in, started a couple games, but the biggest question was like, damn, is he gonna be ready to go this week or do we gotta? That was the biggest question. Like just knowing if I was gonna be ready or not, as far as like with my knee.
Mm-hmm.
So some weeks you weren't ready.
Yeah, some weeks. Yeah, some
felt
weeks
like a game-to-game process type of thing.
So that definitely messed with me like mentally because I went from, damn, I'm starting every game to like, damn, I don't know if I'm going to play or not this week. Bands on how my knee feel. Like that was the biggest thing. But don't get me wrong, I think as we got late in the season, I felt like I was getting back to myself and feeling better. I finished the season with the knee brace on, so like this all season, just been doing everything without a knee brace on, trying to build that confidence back up to get ready for spring ball when we get back to school.
So, but like, you said you were feeling, down mentally and everything. What did you do to help you like mentally, to get through those tough times and things?
My biggest thing was like to get through it, like mentally as far as like getting my confidence back was like just being able out there like trust like damn, I already got the surgery. I heard sometimes when you get the surgery and you come back, it's stronger than the one you had before. So I kept trying to like put that like thought in my mind 24/7. Like don't get me wrong, I used to be days I'd be like, damn, I'm gonna come on my knee brace today. Then it's time to practice. I'm putting that knee brace right on. Yeah.
Yeah, can't do it.
Yeah.
Dang. So there was no like things that you did to help with mental health, like far as like
therapy or even had like mentors or talking to people through those times?
No, not really. Basically talk to the trainers about like, damn, like I think I'll be ready to come out of basically like, yeah, you ready whenever you want to. Just like basically it was up to me like trusting. And I think the biggest thing was like the confidence part.
So the trainers was your best friends during
Yeah,
that.
so I'm like, damn, I'm just gonna finish the season with it, then go from there.
That's cool, man.
I'm glad you were able to get through it, and I'm pretty sure that some of that stress came off your shoulders as that confetti came down at the end of that
definitely.
last year.
Definitely. So the biggest thing was like, let me make it through the season so I can get a whole full all season and kind of get back in football shape like how I was before. Because summer I wasn't in shape, so we went right into the season. I was just now getting in shape, so I wasn't like ready to begin the season. So I think this all season kind of helped me big, and as far as like getting me ready and coming out my knee brace, going through all winter with no knee brace on, doing all the cutting drills, and being able like, damn,
You ready?
trusting it, yeah.
Dang, wow.
This Josh.
This Keys.
This episode of Boss Talk is sponsored by Videocraft Studios. Videocraft Studios creates compelling productions such as music videos, promotional videos, and corporate videos for Fortune 500 companies and emerging businesses and artists.
Videocraft Studios has a brand new production space with special attention and passion for music videos and content creation for creators and artists.
If you're looking for a video production space for your latest music video promo vid, well, Videocraft Studios is the place for you. You know, they always treat me very well, and Keith, anytime we want any type of things, you know, any type of production, or we just want to stop by and say hello. They're always there for us. So make sure you contact them at the information below at the lower thirds. You know, we love lower thirds, you know,
we love 'em.
at the number below and the email below as well. And get with them and tell them that a couple bosses sent you too. You know, Videocraft Studios and Boss Talk. Let's get it.
Okay, so now you are a back-to-back national champion.
That's
After
big.
all of that, you know, you was
nasty.
injured at one point, came back, and you won the championship. You got to be on the field and be a part of that. So back-to-back national champion. How does it feel to be able to do that coming from where we come from?
So the first one, like I said, I was injured that year, so I don't feel like I was like really a part of that because I couldn't like help the team in a way but being supportive. So that took a toll on me mentally. Like, damn, like I want to be out there to help the team the best way as possible. So then come back the second year, just being able to get out there and make a couple plays. Coaches believing in me and letting me get out there and make a couple plays. That was definitely a real blessing moment for me. Then my family, because most people don't get this opportunity where we come from. So
no.
that was
Facts.
definitely
Not at all.
that was definitely a blessing.
Yeah,
Should
trenches
be.
hope.
Like,
For real.
but like you playing in the championship game, like I said, you got the all the, you know, NFL bound players around you. You playing against was it TCU, right?
Yeah.
Just take us behind the moment of being on the field playing in the national championship game, like, you know, for people that don't get to experience that, like,
No,
you
yeah,
know.
like we were saying, like we watched those games growing up our whole life. So like, finally getting the opportunity to, it definitely felt unreal. Like, damn, like this really happening. And then I was real familiar with TCU bands. I played them my freshman and sophomore year at West Virginia, so I was real familiar with them. So I was 2-0 against them going into the game. Then that kind of happened.
Got some
when we beat them
confidence.
again. Then we beat them at Georgia. So now I'm 3-0 against TCU. So like that was a real blessing.
So you're the TCU killer.
Here, Tykee Smith.
So speaking
TCU
of
killer.
like, you know, TCU or some of your other opponents, was there any like you're in a situation now where you see NFL talent
Yeah, for
week
sure.
to week basis.
Yeah.
So was it any of those times you got to line up against some of those like great people and it just charged you up to be there? Because those are the moments where you give the scouts what they want.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So were there any moments where it's like big games coming up, you're like, I can't. Some people are the type of players where they don't care
All right.
and they don't think about it or whatever. It's just another week.
Right.
But were you one of those type of players like I can't wait to see, let's just say, for example,
Devontae Smith.
Yeah, definitely. Like then I think the coaches did a real good job making sure putting together the game plan that best fit the players at that position, and us just going out there and being able to execute. So like don't get me wrong, when we play Ohio State, I got to play against two guys that I was familiar with from high school, Marvin Harrison and Kyle McCord. They both went to St. Louis Prep, so I got to see them kind of like come up because they was a year or two under me. So just seeing them in college and doing their thing definitely was like a blessing. Being though we kids around here don't kind of get the opportunity, so
Right.
being able to see them do their thing on that stage was big.
And that's one thing I love about college that you don't see too much at like the next level. People are genuinely happy to see their brothers on the field,
No, yeah, for
like
sure.
regardless of how big of a game it is or how big of a rivalry it is. It's like I always see that in college football, more than anything, college football. I see it where players just showing love to other players.
Yeah. So definitely, I feel like if you're from Philly, I'm gonna support you no matter what school you go to. Bands are like, I know the adversity you gotta go through for you to get out of here, and then I know what kind of background you go through. I'm not saying like everybody from like a crazy situation, but majority of everybody make it out of college is from a crazy, or from out that make it to college from out of Philadelphia is raised in a crazy situation. Bands on how it is out here.
Or they was close enough to it.
Yeah, definitely.
So it was enough distractions to stop them from going.
Yeah.
100%.
That's huge, man.
And being from an inner city of America is something that is so hard and challenging, and you make it out, you are a champion. You know what I mean? So for you to do what you do, you are a champion. You are a boss. You know what I mean? You're doing your thing. But you're from where you from? You're from West Philly, right?
Yeah, for sure.
What do you think West Philly prepared for installed in you or taught you for you to be ready for the real world?
I just think basically like that chip on my shoulder kind of like I don't think like a lot of Philly kids kind of get the opportunity that other kids get from down south or from the West Coast. So I think just like I said before, like the guys before us definitely giving us like the platform based on what they did before us. So and then us just keeping it going. I think that's giving a lot of other Philly kids opportunities to achieve their dream and do what they gotta do for their family. So that's
Facts.
That's the
Facts.
biggest thing.
Dang. Yeah, that West Philly and Philly in general definitely. You come from hard environments, man. They install a certain type of I think also not just the chip. I'm glad you said that, but like just a certain amount of toughness
Yeah, for
added
sure.
to you, or sense of overcoming adversity. You know what I mean? And,
Yeah.
and listen, pressure busts pipes. You know what I'm saying? It's either gonna make or break you.
Yeah, for
in
sure.
these moments. So, and I think that is something that prepared you when you got your injury. You know what I mean? You used to overcoming adversity. So once another thing that came about, it was like, all right, this is tough, but I'm used to this. Like this ain't the first time that I had to overcome something. You know?
No, yeah, I didn't really have a problem with overcoming that. Like my biggest thing was like, damn, don't be a what if or could have been. Like you feel me?
Yeah.
So that's the biggest thing. Like just not trying to get caught up in all the say so on the media. Not really trying to look into none of that. Just basically been just focused on myself, kind of getting myself back together mentally, physically, and then trying to have the best season I could have to put my family in position to take care of them.
I feel like this career thus far has already been great enough. I mean, you go down from an injury, you come back with some doubts and some thoughts, worried about your health and stuff, but
rightfully so. Yeah.
you walk off with confetti on your shoulders.
Yeah.
So it shows that the prior year wasn't a fluke for the team, and then for yourself, it gave you that confidence that I did it too. Like you said, the first time you probably didn't. That ring probably not don't mean as much to you. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
That second one, even if you win this next year coming off of the brace, right? That second one gonna mean the most to you because you did it in the brace when you doubted yourself the most.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? So win, lose, or draw this year, you know that you did what you had to do as an NFL ready player.
Yeah.
And that's dope, bro. That's dope, bro.
No, so yeah, definitely. Like the second that definitely my family, like my mom and them came to the first one. That was in Indianapolis. So they drove out there with like 8 hours. So then this one was in LA. So yeah, I know how that goes. So mom, sister, and a couple family members flew out there. So that was definitely a blessing moment for them to kind of get that experience to come to LA and watch me play. So that was as far as I ever played a game.
You got on the phone and on live or whatever. Hey, I'm confetti. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I'm from Philly. West Philly to be exact. Like that's dope.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
Them
Like
locker rooms real in moments, bro.
you got to show us what that feel like. We don't know what that feel like. You know what I'm saying?
Nobody I
to
never
show us
know was
that.
ever in them locker rooms at the dub like that with confetti on their shoulders.
You know what I mean?
All right,
Like I
bro.
said, we watched them games growing up. So just being in it, that joint definitely felt.
What?
It's like a full circle moment.
Yeah.
Dang. What do y'all do afterwards? Because you know how like NFL or whatever.
Yeah, they getting tore.
Yeah, you got the champagne. You got a parade and all of that.
I mean, Bosa had the cigars.
No, yeah, don't get me wrong. We had the cigars and all that. So after that in LA, we kind of went on as a team trying to enjoy that moment out in LA, and then we had to fly right back out the next morning.
Wow.
Then we had like a parade and all that once we got back to school and all
In
that.
Georgia?
So, yeah,
That's dope.
Yeah.
Dang.
That's one thing that's real dope I love about college sports is I think they have the best fans.
Yeah.
So I know that moment coming back, and jumping right into the parade, y'all probably got some real love when y'all got back to Georgia.
Yeah, when we like I said, after the Natty, we had to fly out that next morning. Once we got back to the facility, it was packed with fans and all that. So like it'd be hard to kind of get through that crowd because that's definitely a blessing. They want you to sign this and that. It's hard for you to get to your car and kind of pull out with all that
prep.
traffic.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's prep though.
Yeah.
It's prep because it
what's to come?
only get worse, like in a better way.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying?
Got more to do.
So this is one of my personal questions. I know across your head at some point, like, what do I do when it's time to go to the next level? You know what I'm saying? Like as far as like the good moments, the hard working moments. What do you think you're looking forward to as far as that next moment?
The biggest thing, like I said, like being able to take care of my family, like us not worrying about this, that, and that got to be do this, like this and that got to be got to be paid for. So just trying, like I said, put my family in position where they ain't got to be stressing about nothing like that, like not be able to handle half of that.
Heavy.
Like
That's heavy, man.
You got any NFL friends that probably stay in your DM, motivate you?
Yeah, somebody that went to Georgia before me, Mark Webb. Couple other guys, but I know a couple of my teammates that I played with in that 2021 season, like Lewis Seen. He was a first-round safety that went to Minnesota. He kind of had to deal with some adversity this season, so I made sure when he got injured, I kind of hit him immediately because I remember when I got injured, him and a couple of his folks brought me cake and ice cream and all that, wishing me well and all that after my surgery and all that. So
that's dope.
definitely was appreciated for that.
Man. Dope. That's hot. So what are I'm about to say I want to say this correctly too. Like when like I said, you got all this success doing what you're doing. What would you say to some of the younger guys that's athletes trying to come up and they see Tykee Smith and they see what he's doing and or even people that's not athletes, they be entrepreneurs or whatever they're trying to do in their life. What advice would you give to them to progress and keep going?
I just think the biggest thing for me, how I got through it was not being peer pressure. How some people they hang around the wrong group of crowd.
Yeah.
Just because you hang around certain people don't mean you gotta follow down that same path. You kind of be what you want, and then if they really your homies, they gonna support you no matter what you do. What path you choose to take. So the biggest thing just being able to believe in yourself. That was the biggest thing, just being able to believe in yourself, and no matter where you come from, everybody can make it out. No matter if it's football, basketball, school smart, just once you get the opportunity, make the most of the opportunity.
That's dope, man.
Make the most of the opportunity, and that's what you did for sure
Yeah,
at
definitely.
every level, bro.
Yeah.
And another thing I can say, you were very selective with your school picking,
Yeah,
and that put you in a great position. Even from Imhotep, that's literally the best coach you could have ever had.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. I had some people question why you going to Imhotep? Why you doing this and that? They got such and such
What?
there. So I'm I feel like I could compete with the best. So sophomore year I rotated in. Junior, then it took off from junior like that. I took on a bigger role my junior year, and then kind of leading into my senior year, kind of being that go-to guy and the moments, then the coaches just being able to trust me. So don't get me wrong, I'm thankful for Imhotep coaches, and to this day, I still talk to them to this day because I think they gave me the opportunity that kind of changed my life.
For sure. And as far as the people who were saying stuff like that, honestly, if you picking any school in Philadelphia and it's going to be a public school, that's the only one that gives you the best chance to make it out.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. Now there's a couple other little public schools that's getting a kid
it's a couple other ones. Yeah,
but when I was coming up, it's either you went
Imhotep
or you went to a Catholic school, and that was St. Joe's Prep.
Yeah.
And I wasn't putting that stress on my family bands or the situation I came from. We wasn't gonna be able to afford that. So I'm gonna go to the public school and make the most of this, because I ain't got time to be having bills coming there saying my mom owe this and that and putting more stress on her shoulder. We already was in a messed up situation.
And to be honest, a lot of the schools that you went to wasn't even taking kids to the school that you're at now.
Yeah.
Then. So even like
true.
some of them Catholics, you wouldn't have probably got, well, you had some of those in 10th grade regardless, so you would have got them regardless of being you. But I'm saying you probably wouldn't have got Virginia in 10th grade.
Yeah.
At another school like a Newman or a
Right.
West Catholic or, St. Joe's Prep. Because it would have been other people getting them.
Yeah.
And they wouldn't have been in 10th grade. And that's just what it would have been about. Wouldn't even have been about skill. So it's like you definitely picked the right position. You put yourself in position for that.
Like I always say, I wanted the MOTEP like bands are like the position. I'm like, damn, I play running back then, but I'm like, I don't want to go to college for running back because at running back, you got to really do something different because everybody can run the ball, but you got to be like special in your own way. So I'm just gonna go play safety. At the time, they had Hasheem Young at safety, and then the other safety graduates. I'm gonna go play back. At the time, he was the number 2 safety in the country. So I'm like, me playing next to him gonna bring more eyes on me. Like if I'm making plays
next to him,
it's gonna bring more opportunity to me. So that's one of the main reasons why I went there. Benzo, he did what he did. So I'm like, damn, I'll go play next to him. And then to this day, we wound up becoming like real close friends to this day. So we still talk to this day.
And he had Miss, right?
Yeah, he had Ole Miss.
That's hot.
Yeah.
Damn. Hopefully one day y'all can link up again.
Yeah, right. In that league.
Yeah. So that's definitely the plan. So like I said, me going there, getting an opportunity to play next to him, definitely like open up opportunities for me. Then the coaches putting me in the situation that they put me in to better myself. Like,
and a lot of people shy away from that type of competition, that friendly competition when you go into the same school with somebody good, especially in like football.
Right.
There's only 2 people that's going to be on the field at the same time in that position. So it's like you put a lot of pressure on yourself to be good enough to stay, right next to.
Yeah, like don't get me wrong. Like the biggest thing is like some people might not be ready at that moment. So I think like you just got to see it through. Like don't be mad like if you got to wait your time. Like that's how it is in college now. Like you might see some of the best high school players from high school go to college and they might not play their freshman year.
Oh yeah, facts.
They just might not be ready or they don't want to put. Some coaches feel like if you come in highly ranked and you're not ready, they still don't want to throw you out there and mess up. You get beat and mess up your confidence because you getting beat definitely could kill your confidence, or you messing up could definitely kill your confidence and messing up your whole how you look at it. So that's the biggest thing. If you're not ready, then just kind of like take from the older guys and see how they handle it and how they go about it day to day.
That's dope, man. Well, you graduated in May, right?
Yeah, I'm about to graduate in May.
That's dope. Why is education important to you?
Don't get like I said, like before, I didn't know I'd be making it to this point in college. So like me finally getting an opportunity to graduate, definitely gonna be the first time I feeling to do that. So that'd be a big blessing.
Congrats.
To achieve.
And from a school like that.
Yeah,
that ain't just a regular graduation.
Yeah,
It ain't a regular.
So Georgia, one of the hardest schools. So like, definitely having a degree from Georgia would definitely mean a lot.
That's dope, and you got your life regardless. After sports.
So that's the biggest thing. Like, sports and all that seem cool and all that, but it all come to an end one day. Like, your degree will never get taken away from you.
100%.
Facts, 100%.
Dang, man. I got one question that I'm interested to see your responses. Because it's the climate right now in sports with these athletes. A lot of athletes in the news for a lot of wrong things going on. John Morant, Joe Mixon lately, for allegedly they just trying to figure out that situation. Antonio Brown, was going crazy, recently and stuff. What precautions do you take for you not to be in the mess or drama?
Like I ain't really speaking on their situation, but for me, I just try to lay low as much as possible, not trying to put myself in no way where I could end up doing wrong or being in a position to get myself in any trouble like that. So I also think that comes with the group of guys you hang with, put yourself with, or associate with. Yeah. Like for them to even, I think some people don't like hearing the truth. So like I know the guys I hang with, they had never allowed me to do nothing dumb to get myself in trouble. That's dope. So I think you got to put yourself around the right group of crowd that care about you outside the whole superstar thing.
Yeah, no yes men.
Yeah. So I think you gotta, you definitely can't hang around. Yes,
you need real homies like that's gonna really tell you, like, bro, that's
you're not
stupid.
doing this, or they
you gotta respect them kind of friends.
They gotta be to call you out when you were wrong. So that's the biggest thing with me. I call right is right and wrong is wrong.
And a lot of your homies played football.
Yeah.
A lot of your homies played
sure.
football and didn't make it as far as you.
Yeah.
So they got to do nothing but respect it, because at the end of the day, somebody got to be a ticket.
Yeah.
And
so
we got to make sure he get there.
Yeah. So a lot of my homies definitely played football, but they didn't get the opportunity that I had. So like they could have definitely went far, but they didn't have they didn't have the opportunity that others had. So I think some of my homies better than people that got some opportunities.
Dang.
But they just didn't get the opportunity. So
It was hella talent.
Yeah.
The teams you played for growing up,
yeah.
hella talent. West Philly had a lot of talent.
Yeah, definitely.
So
Like
much.
I be telling me and a couple Imhotep coaches bit about this all the time. When my 11th and 12th grade year, that team that was like the guy that was on that team that was producing, like we had some guys that was from North Philly that was producing, but look how many people that was producing on that team that was getting out the train at 15th and Market and going to West Philly. There's a lot of those guys.
people.
Yeah.
That's a
Real
lot.
rap,
That's
bro.
heavy. That's dedication right
West
there.
had a lot of good players, and not just at the Tech, but all over the Catholic side of Philly.
Yeah.
I had homies who took an hour and a half to get to school, bro.
Yeah.
You feel me?
It took me 45. Like in the morning, I had to get on the 52 to the sub or the G to the. When you had to catch.
You got a regular school route like everybody
Yeah,
else.
you gotta catch this bus to Market to 15th Street, then get on the sub, then get on another bus from Broad Alley to
That's crazy.
So sometimes you miss a couple. You don't make them joints on time. It might take you 45 minutes to an hour to get to school.
Right.
No cap.
Versus, and people understand is that's versus the regular human being who got to get up and walk 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Because he's not, unfortunately, where we from, he don't have the opportunity to take his life to the next level. So he's stuck going to this neighborhood school. It's just forced that way. The system is forced that way to put you in these neighborhood schools that don't do much for you to get you to the next level. So in order to get to the next level, you got to take that extra step. And don't get me wrong, Imhotep is a neighborhood school to a lot of people who are, you know,
From uptown.
from Philly and regular neighborhoods. But for athletes like you, it was a blessing. And you had to travel to get that blessing. So a lot of people understand how hard it is to make that a part of that's a part of your responsibility.
Yeah.
When you walk out the house, your mom, nobody got nothing to do with you getting to high school on time.
Yeah. So
Growing at that point.
So my 9th grade going in 10th grade, we had morning workout. So that's when Emma had to be at school at 10 o'clock. We didn't get out till 5. So we worked out at 8 o'clock in the morning until it's time for. So we work out from like 8 to like 9, and then I go to class like that.
Wow.
Yeah.
Go to class like that.
Y'all different.
Yeah.
I had to respect
Sore
this.
and everything.
I gotta respect the smell, cuz I'm going D1. You gotta respect the smell.
No, I
cuz.
mean like some people come in the bathroom like freshen themselves up, but you know how that go like 8 to 9:30. Then class started. You got 10 o'clock school start. So yeah.
So I got shampoo in your hair. That's crazy though.
Yeah, so just
That's
being
getting you
able
ready for college though too.
Yeah, definitely.
And that's what make Imhotep different.
Yeah.
College
Because
preparatory.
ain't nobody else doing that.
Yeah,
other
especially
than
from the
them.
city. If you're not, I think St. Joe's Prep and Imhotep,
That's what I
I
was
think
about to
you're gonna see other college guys at those two practices. You feel me? Like don't get me wrong, other schools got college guys, but I think at them schools you're gonna see the most college guys that's gonna be at the next level that you're gonna see.
Most
So they gonna get you them. Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? So it's like that's and that put a lot of pressure on the athletes that care about being actually good athletes because you only got two, 3 good options.
Yeah.
2, 3
So
good
I know,
options.
I wasn't putting myself in that. I wasn't putting that stress on my family to pay them Catholic League bills. Like,
Bills different.
yeah.
I mean, but it worked out for you though.
Yeah, definitely.
You
Imhotep,
took
because
the right path.
Imhotep definitely is a powerhouse that's free. Like you feel me? So
It's just as
I would make that if I could choose again. I'd make that same choice. Like
1,000 times.
Yeah.
1,000 times, bro.
With the great
You went to West Virginia.
Yeah, definitely.
Not Virginia Union. You feel me? So it's already set in stone. When you get to walk into a school like that as a freshman and play,
Yeah.
you obviously made the right decision beforehand.
Yeah, for
You see
sure.
what I'm saying? And then from there, it only got better.
Yeah, definitely.
Two national. Let's not forget.
2 back
Two
to back.
national championships later.
Back to back.
2 national championships later. We talking about this shit. You know what I'm saying?
Let's go 3P.
So
Yeah, that's definitely the goal, that 3P.
yeah, 3P.
But we ain't really been looking into that. So like how we kind of after the season, how we kind of looked at it, we got phase 1. We just got through phase 1. That was one of the workouts. Right now we transitioning into phase 2, which is spring ball. Then we got phase 3, which is summer workouts. Then phase 4 will be the season. So right now we're just trying to like focus on ourselves. We ain't. So the biggest thing is like I know everybody gonna be trying to hunt us. It's like our coach said last year. We ain't gonna be the ones getting hunted. We gonna do the hunting. So right now we're just taking this spring to kind of get the young guys ready because anybody number could be called at any given time. So just taking the time to better ourselves and focus on ourselves. So Georgia don't beat Georgia, so that's the biggest thing. Not trying to make too many mistakes. And like, don't get me wrong, you're gonna make mistakes, but try and make as try and limit the mistakes.
As much as you can.
Yeah.
And learn early on.
That's that championship mentality right there.
Yeah, learn early on.
He said, man, we 3-peating, but we ain't worried about that right now. We in phase 1. That's what he said. That's
a humble way of saying, listen, we just trying to repeat the process.
Yeah, we just going through
the right way.
Taking a day at a time, man. All right, so Tykee, man, this is the part of the show where everyone waits for, because this is Ball Talk.
Right.
You know what I mean? You're in Ball Talk with Josh and Keith, where, like I said, you're in a Boston circle, and we just want to give people game and knowledge to be able to further their life, you know, by telling a story and everything. But I'm going to ask you this important question, and we see what's your answer. It's a unique answer. Everybody has a different answer. Tykee Smith, what does it mean to you to be a boss?
Just being able to handle your responsibilities, take care of what you got to take care of, and then kind of put the people around you in position to be successful. They ain't got to do nothing to get themselves in trouble. Like, that's the biggest thing. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, you ain't obligated to take care of nobody. But, like, I think if you give everybody the opportunity to be successful and put themselves in, like, they got to just be able to take that and make the most of that. So, like, I'm saying, like, that's the biggest thing. Like, being able to take care of your family, make sure your mom ain't stressing about no bills and none of that. So that's how I look at it. Like, that's my way of being a boss. That's not necessarily mean, oh, you got to be a boss of a gang or none of that, or you got to do this and that to be a boss. I think you could be a boss in any way you look at it. As long as you taking care of your business and your responsibilities that's around you and make sure the people around you straight, I think you're
a boss. That's a fact.
That's
a fact. Yeah, that's a fact.
You know what I mean?
You know what I'm saying, making sure everybody gets the opportunity to be at this table. I ain't no babysitter. You know what I'm saying? That's what being the ticket is, though.
Yeah.
You just laying down the plate, like, you not even the plates necessarily, like, you just laying down the cloth for the table.
Right.
Everybody just come.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So long, like, once you get the opportunity to put your folks on, they got to make the most of that. Like, after that, you can't keep doing this and that, and they gonna be thinking you gotta be obligated.
Every time to pick them up when they
let them to the water. They gotta drink now. You know what I'm saying?
So that's the biggest thing. So I think my family and the people I got around me would definitely make the most of that opportunity. So that would definitely be a blessing and won't be
Don't gotta worry about it.
Yeah.
That's dope, man. Well, you surely are a boss, man. You doing your thing on the field and off the field, man. And you got the right mentality. You know what I'm saying? You just gotta keep doing your thing.
Yeah, for sure.
Looking forward to seeing you, you know, this upcoming season, doing your thing on your path to 3-peat, you know, and then
I said we ain't really focused on that right now.
You in phase 1, right? We in phase 1.
Transitioning into phase 2.
Yeah, bet. Good luck on your journey in phase 2.
Yeah, definitely. Don't get me wrong. College workouts definitely make me like question, like, yo, is this really for me? Like, you got them days where you be like, that be mentally tough. So like, I think you definitely gotta lean on the person next to you because they going through the same thing you going through, and kind of remember your why. So like I said before, my why was my daughter and not trying to go back to the situation I was in. So that kind of get me through the workouts and when shit get tough.
That motivates you to keep going, man.
Yeah, I know it get bad. Y'all that Georgia heat too. A whole lot of throw up.
Yeah,
I know that.
It's different down there.
Them stomachs gonna be hurting.
And Tykee, we look forward to seeing you this season and seeing everything that's coming up, man, for you. And we'll be here to break it down and looking forward to having you on the show again soon.
Oh yeah, definitely looking forward to being back on the show.
For sure.
When I'm in the city, definitely gonna stop by again. Appreciate y'all for having me and kind of giving me the platform to kind of share my story and my experience and going through this whole thing. Cause don't get me wrong, like this lifestyle definitely look like perfect, but like I think it's definitely it get overrated sometimes. Like everybody probably look at football athletes or athletes' life in general as like it's so perfect, but they got personal stuff going on too that they gotta kind of get through, like that nobody don't see.
Right. Facts. That it's hard for y'all to show it because one wrong move.
Yeah, like I always lived on the saying like one false step and you could lose it all.
And it don't even gotta be nothing super crazy. You can just say the wrong thing.
Yeah, definitely.
And it set you back.
Yeah, for sure.
Don't want no setbacks.
So yeah, just continue to do what you're doing and your story gonna show.
Yeah, for sure. So like I said, I definitely appreciate all the people that helped me up to this point, kind of keep me on that right path and not allowing me to do nothing, to harm myself and harm my future. So definitely appreciate all the coaches that gave me the opportunity to
Shout out
showcase
to
my
y'all.
ability and put me on a platform that other people from the city don't get the opportunity to get.
Man, you one of the ones, man. You are chosen. You're chosen to do what you do.
I've been telling you that since high school, bro.
Yeah.
I've been telling
So-
this nigga he been different since high school,
Yeah, so
bro.
I knew Key since I was, I
Bro, we was
was
pups.
a young boy.
Yeah, we was pups,
Yeah.
bro. Bro,
He
we
was-
just started
he was
walking
old-
we just started being able to walk to the playground by ourselves.
Yeah, he was what, 2 years?
I'm 24 now.
Yeah, so he was 2 to 3 years older than me. So definitely being around, playing on the team. I played basketball with him when I was a young boy. Bands I played up.
Bro, I really thought he was gonna hoop, bro.
Yeah,
Tykee hoop.
So yeah, that was that. So definitely been around him for a long time, and then just being able to see each other in the same park growing up.
That's dope, man.
And now look at you, bro, and I'm happy for you.
Yeah,
Happy for you, bro. A lot of people from them same parks be hating, but
yeah, definitely.
happy for you, gang.
Made
Happy
appreciate
for you,
that.
bro.
Keep growing, keep growing.
Every time I see you on TV or every week, game over, I see all his highlights on his ground. Like, bro, you're really tweaking. Like,
Yeah.
proud of you, bro. So it's only up from there.
No, yeah, appreciate y'all for sure.
Yeah,
Like I
from
said,
there.
thank y'all for having me. Definitely looking forward to getting back on the show.
No problem, man. Looking forward to seeing what's next for you. We here. And it's Boss Talk with Josh.
Keys.
It's Tykee Smith.
And appreciate y'all. Thanks for having me.
No problem. Boss Talk, we out.
Yep.